Hey, everybody, and welcome to our hangout to discuss the Toy Story 4 Big Game teaser or sneak peek.
Sneak peek.
Yes, so the 30-second sneak peek. And hello, everybody in the chat.
28 seconds, I believe.
Okay, fine.
I think it was 30.
Good enough. I point over here again because I have the chat window in this side. So, yes, so for those people that were hanging on and waiting for us to come on, thank you very much. We appreciate you waiting for us. We are excited to dive into the teaser trailer. We're going to talk about some of the different elements that we saw in there. We saw a couple Easter eggs.
A couple.
Well, yeah, at least
A
four.
good handful.
We saw at least four. We know of two already.
Yeah.
I mean, so those are, you can't really count those so much, but yeah, we got two additional ones that we were noticing. So, hey, Benson, nice of you to join us as always. And then we've got Pixar Superfan.
I saw Paulina in there too.
Yep, Paulina's in there. Riley Wheeler, Holy Marshmallow Man. Kevin 97. Cavoyan. I'm no good at this. So
let's dive into it because
yes.
It's 11 o'clock East Coast time, at least.
That's correct. So hopefully this isn't too late for you guys. But
I still need a midnight snack.
But I think the first thing that I'm wondering just in general is what were your thoughts on the sneak peek? Because I have already read quite a few comments and have some initial thoughts or hearing what people are saying on it. But what are your thoughts?
Okay, so we knew that a trailer's coming. There's like a minute and 38 second trailer that's coming.
Yeah.
It's been rated. It's coming.
It was 19 days ago that it was rated.
On January 14th, I believe, or 12th or 14th, one of those days.
Somewhere.
But I knew it wasn't going to be that because Pixar said it was going to be a sneak peek. I'm like, that's not going to be the trailer. Right. I think the trailer's coming this week. I think it's going to be Tuesday to Thursday. It's probably going to be on Tuesday when I'm taking our son to swim class. It's probably going to drop then. But I really liked it. I liked. Okay, so
you
saw the teaser first or the sneak peek first?
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw it afterwards because our son woke up, so I was putting him back to bed. I love Ducky and Bunny.
Yeah,
I love them, and I love them in that like little like snippet that they had released before when they first introduced them.
Yep.
Okay, I am like in love. I think the voice casting.
It's the vocal acting that makes them so good, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I love them.
Yeah.
But Ducky, oh my goodness.
Right.
He was a shining star in the sneak peek.
All right, so we'll get to that. What did you guys think in the comments here as well? So hey, Jace, I saw a couple other people here. So Brent, let's see, Gum Robber, and then we had Starlin that's in here, and then Pixar Freak. That's the other one that I wanted to get to. Kendall, hey, nice to see you here again too. You got some nice consistent folks that are always out there, so it's nice to see everybody again. But yeah, so yeah, what are your thoughts on it? I think the biggest thing that I read online is, wait a minute, I watched the Super Bowl for this, like, so they were kind of expecting more. So I
mean, we did kind of watch the Super Bowl just for this.
I mean, we watch
the Super Bowl anyway.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
We're not huge football fans.
We're just not as excited for it as we often are. So anyways, it was just that it was like, we were like, come on, get over. And when it was getting like, for a while there, looking at it was going to go to overtime, we were really sweating it. Like, no, we need this thing to end because we need this sneak peek to see what's going on. So,
and this is the first time ever we've been able to do like a live hangout, like right after something is
aired,
basically.
Well, it's because it's nice that we know when it's coming, and it came late at night.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because most of the time they're either at 9 a.m. Eastern
when I'm taking our son to swim class.
or noon Eastern.
Yes.
Or when they typically are. So, but what? So from Bo Peep's standpoint, obviously,
it was awesome to see her talking
and talking. Yeah, hear her talking.
Yeah, hear her talking, but. Her voice, like I had to keep listening to it. Her voice sounded
a little different.
Yes,
I thought it sounded a little different too.
Yeah,
but we know it's Annie Potts.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt it fits her personality of where where her story has gone. I feel like we've talked about like Bo Peep's journey and how we feel like it's very much like Rey.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think other people have said that too. I've seen comments that say like,
From
the
Star Wars.
Ray vibes are strong with this one or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what did you think?
I likewise, well, first off, the opening shot that and we'll show some of the teaser here in a second, but some of that opening shot where you get the Ferris wheel off to the left-hand side.
Gorgeous.
And then you get the mountains in the background. By the way, does anybody know where that would be set? Because, Pixar sets a lot of things in real life or based on things. What would that town be? Because...
Well, like Northern California. So what is that? Like, well, northeast is like Dublin.
Yeah, it depends on depends on where they go on their road trip, though.
Oh,
because this is along their road trip, so this could be Colorado.
Oh, that's true.
Could be the Utah. Could be a whole bunch of different places that have those mountainous scenic villas, or it likewise could be somewhere further up Benson, close to Utah. I think so too.
It was very pretty.
Yes, so that's what I want to know. Is it based on something? But you can tell it's a real small town. So I like that backlit with like the excitement of the carnival coming to town.
And I like that it's kind of like a small carnival. It's not like a giant carnival. Because when I first heard carnival, I thought like, not like a state fair kind of carnival.
Sure.
But slightly under a state fair carnival. Not like a small town kind of carnival, I guess.
Yeah, so I was just excited, but I can tell you, I agree with other folks that as soon as it was done, I was like, oh, sneak peek.
Well, I heard you laughing from the other room.
I did laugh, and it was because of the line that you love so much from Ducky, that they, from the limits of outer space, they can't hear you scream. So,
the vacuum.
The vacuum of space. Yes, you're right. Other people are asking when will the official trailer be? We're still not sure that. We've obviously got this other trailer E that was rated that we're going to be expecting. But
I think it might be this week. I honestly do. I feel it.
You do? Okay.
I wouldn't put money on it, but I feel it.
All right. All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, let's share some of this trailer.
Okay. Well, I've got one thing real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think this was a scene from the film, or do you think this was just?
No, it's just
in like a character.
And
spot.
I don't think it's from the film myself. I feel like, Jace is saying, maybe this might be in front of the Lego 2 movie.
Oh yes, I like that on Twitter.
Oh, that's cool.
That he said that.
Yeah, and Molly, just be quiet and start. She's using a more. We're nicer people than that here. Keep it G. So this is what this is. So if anybody doesn't know, this is not just us showing the trailer. You can go see that if you haven't already on the Disney Pixar YouTube page, on Facebook, a whole bunch of other different places. We're going to talk about it, show a little bit of it, and kind of break down some of the elements. So these are how these things run. But what were you saying before that?
Do you think the clip, the sneak peek, was going to be in the film?
Yeah, I personally don't think so. What do you guys think in the chat? I don't think it'll be in the film. I think it was just to serve, because it seems like that whole thing of like, where's Buzz? Like, it felt too convenient for the 30-second clip to be like pulled out of it, because then you've also got an odd cutting too, where if you think about it, they show the carnival during the day and you've got Buzz pinned up on the board, or strapped to the board. And then there's no way that Ducky and Bunny would be kicking him if there were people. They show people like at the game. So it's obviously a time cut that's there too.
Right.
So I feel like it was all just too convenient to actually be from the film. But again,
I'm torn.
Yeah,
I feel both. I see both.
Uncle Frosty says, I don't think so.
I mean, that's how I feel like 80%. I feel like it's not, but I feel like a clip or two might be from the film. Right. But I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, there could be elements of it. And yeah, people are asking, is this the last Toy Story movie? We did actually a post and a quick video about that where we showed our new bookcase backdrop
stuff.
Yeah, so some of the other stuff that's back there, but yeah, so we I'm getting all over the place right now for a quick second. But yeah, we
talked about the trailer of Toy Story 4.
Talked about the trailer being the last one, and yeah, there was that element from that Chris Evans breakfast morning show that they said that he said that Tom Hanks had told him it was the final film, so it sure seems like it has to be.
Well, and then I kind of feel like, well, I mean, it's hard to say. The fourth one hasn't even come out. We can't really talk about
sure.
But we talk about the tunes, I guess. Like, will the tunes live on? I mean, who knows with like...
Yeah, that's the part.
What Tim Allen kind of said about Bonnie.
With her mistreating her toys. He doesn't say that directly. He doesn't say
mistreating. He says maybe she didn't take care of us so well.
Right. Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know. So now...
What? What?
I know. So now it's like, well, what are we going to take from this?
Animate our little boy. He'll be snuggling them all up.
The hard part is, and if that's the case, it's going to be hard to watch because, I mean, who doesn't love Bonnie?
I know. Because she's so endearing. But then you have to think like, okay, she's growing up. She's figuring out, not that she's really growing up. She's still the same age as when we left her.
Right.
But she's just got like all kids, they find something they like, they go to something else. I think she's just kind of, you have so many toys, you're just finding your way through.
It is interesting, like that we may not just want to see it, but it could just be life happening like we all do. I eventually stopped. You
play with Barbies, you play with Hot Wheels, you play with Legos, and it's not like you're mistreating them, but maybe you're just like pushing them aside.
Right. Yeah. So Benson's saying it's like Jessie's owner. It's not necessarily that she wanted to mistreat them, but it's just the way that Tim Allen said it, as far as, well, maybe she did. The
look on his face.
Yeah.
Was like.
I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Whenever you talk about it doesn't happen. So who knows? Will there be Toy Story tunes? Will they be other elements that'll carry on? Will it be part of Disney Plus, which we mentioned? Alexander Saunders is mentioning that, but we mentioned that in our video as well. So it'll be interesting to see. But let's dive into it. Well, I think we'll get a couple more comments and different things as we come through and see a couple more elements from it, and then share some of those screenshots as well. Let me make sure the volume is down here. Okay, so when this thing starts, we got the Pixar logo, and then here's that just beautiful villa of the view that we were kind of talking about, and it's just so awesome seeing like these mountains in the background. And you got the Ferris wheel. I mean, everything is just so well balanced from the shot, and the lighting is great. Got this nice later afternoon. Well, wait a minute. So this would be,
I guess, mid-afternoon.
Yeah. We don't really know 100% based on where it is.
That's a mid-afternoon sun if I've ever seen one.
Perfect. But yeah, love all this. It's just the stores aren't brands; they're just antiques.
Barber.
This is like taco.
Weed
Choc,
and seed.
Munchies, feed and seed. And then
weed and seed.
You want to get some weeds. And you got all the people going around here. You got everything like that. So this is how it opens. Look at the nice camera rise, like the crane shot. And then seeing Bo Peep talk. Now, obviously, the discussion has been made many times about her new look. So she's got this bow on her head. She's got this cool button as far as here. Her cape is the
underside of her dress.
Underside of her old dress, which you can see has like the tattered elements here. You can see she's more worn and lived in. On like the legs of the pants and everything. That's just so cool. She's got the wrap on her staff that she has here.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like the wrap on her staff is a like a paper clip.
Yes. Yeah.
It's been wrapped around because it's got that metal vibe, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, originally
I used to do that.
You used to wrap
yes, like paper clips or metal things. I used to wrap them around things like pencils and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a cool thing.
Yeah. And so what did, like, as far as just the opening, we already kind of talked about that, but Bo Peep. So I know that we have written posts, we've read other comments, but how about you guys in the chat here? What do you think about Bo's new look? Is this a good thing? Are you more excited about it, less excited about it? However you feel seeing her now talking and involved. Alexander Saunders says no capes, which is perfect. Because yes, why does she have this? But maybe it's not a true cape because it's not as long as the other ones. I don't know. Riley Wheeler, antique store toys. That is something that, in fact, we have talked about on here before. Dan, the Pixar fan, has talked about it with us, that we kind of broke down. We've had all these different elements of toys, but we've never seen anything with like antique toys or older toys that are like that. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I mean, are we going to meet some more characters from there? Are people going to come along and continue on this road trip that Bonnie and her family are on with Woody and Forky and all the others? Didn't you want to see some more Forky in this?
I did want to see some more Forky.
Yeah.
But however, I kind of felt like it was going to be a Ducky and Bunny show.
Well, yeah.
Because of the Ducky and Bunny Twitter.
Right.
Yeah, because they kind of made it seem like it was gonna be a clip about them. I felt like we were gonna see Bo.
Yeah.
But I also thought we were gonna see Bonnie.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if we were gonna see Bonnie. I wasn't sure about that. But I definitely thought Bo the same thing.
Yeah. I thought the whole thing was gonna be maybe like a walking through like the carnival area. And maybe just seeing a glimpse of Bo. I didn't think we were going to hear from her, but that's just kind of when I heard we were going to get a sneak peek. That's what I envisioned.
Right. Somebody was asking, is Jessie going to be in this? Yeah, Dan's watching along. Yes, been saying that for years. She looks stronger and tougher. Pixar superfan saying it. Somebody asked, is Jessie going to be in the film? From all indications that we're hearing, yes. Joan Cusack mentioned a few things as well. So yeah, we should be expecting to see Jessie. We're not sure as far as the level of involvement. This must explain. It looks like Bo has seen some things. Yeah. So Mega Geo 3, it looks like Bo has seen some things, but she still remains true to herself. That's true. Yeah, I mean, there's lots like, did they recast Bonnie? For Toy Story 4.
I have not heard anything yet.
That's true. She's been involved for quite a long time
and I wouldn't go on the IMDb page because that is
well, yeah, you never know.
Anybody can update that.
Yeah, but that's a good point. That's a good question too. So, you know, if it was, I don't know actually how old the original actress was at the time when they did the first Toy Story.
I don't remember.
So yeah, and obviously she's...
You mean Toy Story 3?
Toy Story 3. But then we've seen her in a lot of the other shorts, which that was like 2012 time frame for a lot of those. 2011, 2012 with Partysaurus Rex.
Yeah, Partysaurus Rex was the last one.
Hint, one of the Easter eggs.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So yeah, we haven't heard anything with that yet. It just depends on how old she was when she did it originally, and then if she can continue to recreate that. And gosh, that's the other thing that I keep coming back to with her growing up that you don't want, because she's so adorable. First off,
yeah, she's cute
with her little rain boots and like the tutu,
it's kind of like her squeaky kind of voice.
Yeah, and then the whole like, hi toys,
yeah,
bye toys, and then you know, always quick in and out and everything. Oh, that's that childhood imagination that you don't necessarily want to see go away, but happens with Jessie's.
Needs to stop.
Yeah, with Jessie's original. What was her original name? Jessie's kid?
Oh my gosh, I can't remember. It'll come to
Emily.
Me. Emily.
Yeah. And so Jonathan Barker, are we talking about the 30-second big game ad? Yes.
Yes. All right, so let's get to the Easter eggs because I really want to talk about that.
Okay. Emily Hahn is now in her 20s, I believe. Toy Story 3 in real life is mentioning that. So if she's in her 20s, it would depend on whether her voice can still hit that same kind of tone. Benson is also reminding that Pearl comes out tomorrow, so be ready for that.
Oh, yes. Comes out on YouTube.
Yes. Are you getting, Jace is asking, are you getting more hits from Incredibles 2 post before it was in theaters or Toy Story 4? What are people most excited? So we talked about this with Incredibles 2. We'll talk about this real quick. Incredibles 2 was definitely the most that we had from a post standpoint. But interestingly, and I have no idea why, Instagram for us, everything we're doing Toy Story 4 is like...
Post-wise 2, though, it's going crazy. Anything Toy Story 4 is... People are into it.
Yeah, so I feel like Incredibles 2 was slightly up in terms of like the engagement and the overall like comments on the posts, but for some reason social media sharing is higher for Toy Story 4. So it's definitely
Did Incredibles beat Coco?
In terms of our comments and everything on our site? Oh yeah. Our posts for Incredibles 2 were just every time were just ridiculous. So same kind of thing. Will Stinky Pete come back? No, I don't think so. Alexander Saunders, did you guys watch the Annie Awards? You bet.
Oh yeah.
Check out our website for the posts. So let's start looking through some more of this. I'll start the screen share again so we can look at the trailer. We have Bo Peep that is, where's Buzz? He said he was going to meet us here. Maybe he got caught tied up. And sure enough, zip tied up. Zip. And don't you love like that background?
Oh my gosh. I love it. I love the welding marks. Yep. I love that
the over under
carpet that's on the back of them. That's on every single one of those.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep. So then you get a little wide shot. We already have seen these before. So you've got colorful versions of the Coco guitars with the signature skeleton or skull headstock, which is great. And then Ducky and Bunny hanging here. And then, of course, the Pixar ball on these little X9 rockets that are here. X99, I should say, if I move off of that. So, X99 rockets. You have one that you think might also be another. So here's where you start to see more of them.
Yeah, so we'll say the other ones first.
Johnny Sins, Rex better be in it. Yes, from what we're hearing, Rex should be there. So you want to do which one first? Partysaurus Rex?
Yeah, Partysaurus Rex.
Okay, so has anybody spotted the Partysaurus Rex Easter egg? So what you should be looking for are...
and I actually think I just found one other one.
Oh, cool.
Is that Piper?
Just
kind of looks like...
Oh, is it Piper over in the corner?
Just kind of looks like a...
it's also right here, so no, I don't... Not. It could be Piper-esque. But right up here, if you can see where my mouse is rolling, it's in the upper right of the game where Buzz is tied to. It's the Partysaurus. Can you get us in?
Can you get us in?
Yeah, it's the dolphins.
It's the glow dolphins.
The glow dolphins from Partysaurus Rex. So that's really cool that they repurposed them because they've got the half eyelids with the big eyelashes. They repurposed them because they wouldn't have been that same mold. So that was pretty cool. And then it was driving me bonkers about this frog right here. So you can barely see him, but I was like, I know I've seen it. So my brain was already on Partysaurus Rex over here. So then I'm like, oh, it must be the one that was in the soap next to Barbara. And they're like, how's it doing, Babs? Scrubbin's been like, Captain. Yeah, so that was a no.
I found that one.
Yeah, well, you mentioned it. You're like, what about Toy Story 3? And I was like, done. So let me go ahead and just pull that up because we have that one as well. So that frog is from Toy Story 3, and he is one of, let me see if this is, yeah, you can see this clip right now. So this is the scene here where Lotso is strapped to the front of the Tri-County Sanitation trash truck. And
there is the froggy.
Yeah, you might want to keep your mouth closed. So there's the frog. So check that out. At least I swear that that's the frog.
I feel like it is too.
Yeah. So when we bring this back here, we'll hop over to the other one more time and see what you think. So now that you see that and you see this frog here, it's got to be, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool. But you had one more that you think.
Well, I don't really.
Well, not really think, but it could potentially.
But it just reminded me of a Pixar film that's coming up next year.
And we'll talk about that toy in Jack's crib in just a second.
And it's about fantasy and elves and possibly wizards.
Right. Yes.
That banana wizard is hilarious. And I want a banana wizard. And it just reminded me of Onward.
Yeah, it could be. Benson says Onward. Yeah, exactly. Same thing.
But maybe the wizard has a spell and turns himself into a banana at one point. Who knows?
You never know.
When I first saw it, it reminded me of Onward.
Yeah.
Because it's a wizard banana.
Yeah. I like this silly, like, is this like Saturn?
Yeah.
Is this like a happy Saturn? It's ridiculous. All these, like, they had so much time brainstorming. Like, is this a football?
Mm-hmm.
They had so much time brainstorming all the ridiculous toys that they were going to put up in here. Bowling pins with bubbles on top? Or what? Yeah, I've seen a lot of these ice cream sandwiches and such. So, okay, so you've seen a couple of those. What Pixar movie is next year? So 2020 is going to be Onward.
Onward.
So then we see, yes, you get some Ducky and Bunny. All right. So first off, how great is the look in the eyes of Ducky right here?
Gosh.
Like when he blinks and everything.
You can see how soft they are. I mean, I know we talk about all that all the time, like the effects and all that stuff, but like the simulation, holy moly.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
And I love the design of Ducky with the lashes.
Yeah.
And then his voice. Oh
yeah. Jordan Peele did an amazing job.
No, Jordan Peele is Bunny.
Oh, okay. So Keegan-Michael Key is
right.
Ducky. You're right. Yep.
I know I'm right.
Okay, so he's got it here, and he's like, "I'm waiting for it." Ah! Yeah. So good animation.
And like it's
the squash and stretch. It stretches, but like, look at just his head. His head as it rocks back and forth.
His
like,
eyes.
No.
I love how they're like tacked together.
Yes. Yeah. He's holding them. Yeah. You want to take our spot? Just even like the little teeny twitches in his toe, like his big toe goes, his other toe goes up. Like that's totally like if you got it trapped, it would be like whoosh. Oh man. Yeah. So then that's it. Like Toy Story 4, it goes from there. So I'm going to stop this real quick. So yeah, not a whole lot that we got in there, but Holy Marshmallow Man says, so fluffy. Yeah. And the character designs almost reminds of Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, there are elements of that.
You know what? I have seen people on Twitter talk about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Good call on that one, Jonathan. The hand I saw is real, Alex. Who knows? Okay, so is Duke Kaboom going to be in the antiques store? So Duke Kaboom is something that we don't know a whole lot about.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit at this point. But
however,
yes, continue.
We know where he was.
Oh, and Incredibles 2, yes. So essentially what this is, so let's talk about this for a quick second. So level set. So the name even Duke Kaboom, where is it kind of coming in? So there's been, because of all the toy shows, there's been releases of some of the Legos that are coming out and things like that. So people are
Imaginext, Little Tykes.
Exactly. And so in those sets, they've been mentioning this name Duke Kaboom. So Toy Story fangirl, got to give her credit on this one. She went out to some international wholesaler websites and noticed that there were some other listings of some of these characters, Duke Kaboom and this, Gabby, another one that's out there. So for those, I'm going to mute. I don't want spoilers.
Yeah.
So yeah, so these are going to be characters that are going to be revealed. So it's not like plot points at this point.
So Gabby seems
but this is definitely a Easter egg / spoiler, if you will. So if you're being very ultra sensitive, then you probably want to not listen for a quick second.
So Gabby seems like she's going to be a doll with pull string.
Yeah. And that's most likely that little character that we saw floating over Bo's shoulder. But then the thing that we thought right away, there was 2 toys that we thought, and it was hilarious because who am I trying to think of? The other YouTuber that did the channel that we ended up commenting on it. He was tagged in one of our early posts as soon as we said we're going to. Seamus Gorman. So yes, so thank you. Wow. So he had done a video, and it was hilarious because we had talked about it. We had done in one of our hangouts, kind of showing what is going to be the Easter egg in Incredibles for Toy Story 4, because they always do the Easter egg for the flash forward. And we were like, this character in this crib with Jack is just way too rendered, because we know about like background characters and all these other things, and he had just too much detail. The other thing we kept looking at was the helicopter, and he was pointing out the exact same stuff. So this one must have been something that everybody was kind of thinking about and kind of leaning on a little bit. Well, it turns out that maybe Duke Kaboom will be in this antique store. Maybe we'll come across him. It sure seems like he could be, because he would be like a throwback toy to Evel Knievel.
Yeah, he seems very like retro.
Exactly.
Vibes.
Exactly. Which was why it kind of fits in Incredibles, because that's retro feeling as well, even though that would be more like 70s. And the Incredibles are in like that floaty kind of 60s, 50s, 60s vibe.
Or could he be just palling around with Bo?
Yeah, he could. He could have been wherever she was.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of picking him up in like an antique store. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, Duke Kaboom is supposedly this like thrill biker guy that
I mean, that's kind of what he looked like.
Yeah,
like his outfit.
He had like the jumpsuit that was like the silver one with the, I think it was red trim, and he had a mustache which also leans towards the 70s big time with those big mustaches. So Fox Pixar Media, the animation studio is missing. You have to talk about it. The animation studios is missing. Not sure what you mean.
Yeah.
They said, I want a response, but we don't know what you're asking for.
I don't know.
Yeah, and Holy Marshmallow Man, you're right. It is incredible that we talked for 30 minutes about a 30-second teaser, but that happens around here.
We talked for 2 hours on a minute and a half,
so
stay tuned.
So Johnny, thanks for jumping in there. Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much the teaser. I would expect, as we're kind of thinking, and we put this in our post too, that there's probably going to be the longer trailer or teaser trailer at a minute and a half, which was rated 19 days ago at this point. So that should be coming, but keep an eye out for that, and we'll see where that goes from there. But were there anything else that you guys thought that you saw in the teaser? I thought it was pretty exciting that we got to see the reiteration of the Kogo guitar, the Pixar ball, because Benson was asking, did we mention the Pixar ball? Did we mention that? And we said yes. And then we also saw the dolphin, the Partysaurus Rex one, and then also
Wizard Banana.
Banana
Wizard.
And then the frog from Toy Story 3 at that truck, which we still think that's what it is.
I mean, totally think that's
it's got to be. I mean, it looks like almost exactly the same design and everything. So where do we get some of our Pixar balls? Somebody is asking, and that is just from the studios.
Studio store. So
the studio store sells those. Pixar ball logo. Yep. So we saw that one, and yeah. So Cole Adams is asking. We kind of touched on this earlier, but did anybody else think that that Bo Peep did sound a little different?
Yeah.
I know we talked about it, but initially she sounded like a little bit maybe higher.
Yeah.
Like higher tone. But is that a reflection of the fact that her look is different? The fact that she's more like empowered now. Is she talking different because she has more?
Yeah, because she kind of has a voice. Like she's like kind of not.
She did before. She did before too, because she was the one that would ground Woody and be like, "Hey, look under your boot." She was always like the voice of reason.
Yeah, I don't know, but I get what you're saying.
And then other people are saying, is it potentially a different Bo Peep? A lot of people have been saying that. We've been seeing that speculation online that maybe she's slightly different. I personally don't think it's going to be a different Bo Peep. I think it's going to be the same Bo Peep. And by the way, that's another reason that I don't think that this is from the movie necessarily, because it would seem early. It would seem early that Bo Peep and him at the carnival were already so casually talking to each other. Like, I feel like they haven't stumbled across each other yet at that point.
Okay.
At least that's just my thought. But we shall see, huh?
Yeah, we shall.
Yeah, I mean, we still, like I said, we still know it's Annie Potts. We're still excited to hear more from her. But yeah. All right. So thanks for joining us, guys. Yeah. Thanks for all the comments in the chat. We had a blast going through some of this. Again, you know, pretty basic from a 30-second teaser, but we're excited to see some more. We expect some more. So stay tuned as we'll be talking
hopefully
more
this week.
Hopefully this week. Yeah, we'll be talking a little bit more about that whole Duke Kaboom side of things.
More Easter eggs, possibly.
Yep. And so Alex is also asking, what's your favorite Toy Story and why? So if you've been on our channel before, you know that it's definitely Toy Story 2. And that's just because, you know, we happened to have that as our first movie.
That was our first movie date back in '99.
Yep. And then I also think that...
that means we're old.
Yeah, exactly. And I also think that the characters, you know, we didn't have to introduce the main characters at this point. So we were able to just jump right in and have fun with Buzz and Woody and the rest of the gang. And then we got awesome new characters with Jesse and Bullseye and Stinky Pete. I mean, it was just like so much fun. And don't even get me started on Zurg. The fact that he was involved, I just thought that was like the greatest thing too. So, all right. Anything else that you wanted to chat about?
I think that's it.
And Justin has said he has found some more on Duke Kaboom, but we're not going to go ahead and spill more of that here. Soon, because, you know, this is about the teaser, and we don't want to go down that road too much. But yeah, and the intro to Toy Story 2 is amazing as well. Yes, we agree.
We have lots of posts coming soon.
Yeah, and there has been. You've been going crazy with, you did 5 in one day. Yeah. So lots of news coming. Be sure to stay tuned to PixarPost.com all week for the latest Pixar news. Bye, everybody. Thanks again.